Well, good evening and welcome on this very, very sweltering summer evening to our Year 10 celebration of Achievement Evening. It's an event which marks the culmination of the 4th year of the lives of all these young people here at Harris City Academy Crystal Palace. And as I said to them in the first assembly I took here, which, believe it or not, was only 13 weeks ago, this academy is an incredible place of opportunity. And this evening is a formal opportunity for you to be recognised for seizing that opportunity and to be duly rewarded for it, whether it be recognition of the staff for your effort or achievement, or whether it be for the special talent that you may have. Now, I know that you've been told many times what is expected of you, and indeed what you're capable of achieving. Your teachers work tirelessly to ensure that with you, you achieve your full potential. And your parents, very importantly, and carers work with us to make sure that you get here on time, so you're actually in lessons and able to learn right at the start of the day. And that you make the most of the opportunities here at the Academy. And the fact that you are all sitting here this evening are students who I am proud to say are part of what makes Harris City Academy Crystal Palace special. So let's get this show on the road.
Welcome everyone to the Year 10 Celebration of Achievement 2013. This is the mark of the end of a tremendous year for Year 10, from Sports Day in D of E to our PXSs and the trip to Morocco. This year, as I'm sure you know, has had many highs and lows, such as dearly loved teachers such as Mr. Barr leaving and having another week of school to go through, and highs with new teachers joining like Dr. Macaulay and finishing our RP and Citizenship GCSE. Perhaps we'll be lucky enough to get a Mufti Day back.
On a more serious note, Year 10 is the year where you begin to realise that hard work and determination is what counts towards accomplishing your dreams. Tonight is a night that we appreciate all that hard work and determination we have put in over the past academic year. Hopefully, it will all be reflected in our grades. We hope you have a lovely evening.
And now for the student performance of Norwegian Wood by the Beatles, by George McNaughton-Ellis and Ashley Nolhurst.
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room, isn't it good, Norwegian wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2 and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And when I awoke, I was alone, this bird had flown. So I lit a fire, isn't it good, Norwegian wood.
To introduce 10AA, my wonderful tutor group, who I really enjoy spending time with in the morning. But before I introduce the whole tutor group, the best in tutor group is Hcacp. So we have Tamsin Adebomi, Malia Ahmad, Princanath Ajithnath, Ashley Arku-Nelson, Ria Burnett, Hugh Duff, Joycine Griffiths, Bonnie Hicks, Mariam Jetha, Terry Kennedy-Smith, Luca Koss, Jack Murray, India Nixon, Theo Oakley, Ayamika Nokabayeju, Shireen Rose, and Jermaine Tomlin. I'd like to introduce my tutor group 10AP, but first of all, the person that I have chosen to be Tutor of the Year is a well-liked student. They are always polite, well-dressed, and have a mature approach to school life. Their student record is excellent, and their attendance has been almost perfect since starting in Year 7. The Tutor of the Year for 10AP is a friendly man who is well respected by all. The Tutor of the Year is Andrew Sperling. And we have Sarah Ali, Daniel Boateng, Pei Yu Chen, Liban Dahir, Sarah Louise Davila, Devon Dwyer, Lamar Dwyer, Jade Fraser, Rebecca Hooper, Letitia King, Lewis Kirk, Merijel Mosin, Nathan Obiori, Ayodura Demi Okabayejo, Shania Owusu Osai, Alexander Proud, Zeb Sajad, Moe Semakula Boozer, Andrew Sperling, and Ashley Trotman.
CB's Tutor of the Year is someone who is always cheerful in the mornings, always polite and helpful, is nearly always on time, is hardworking across all subjects, likes to debate with others, and had a very positive feedback from work experience. 10CB's Tutor of the Year is Deslin Koranke Afokwa. I would now like to introduce 10CB, a lively and exciting group of students. Stefan Bridge-Nelson, Franklin Fairbrass, Tallulah Gordon, Aaliyah Green, Ashley Harrison, Terrell Izarin, Reese Johnson, Deslin Korake Afakwa, Ashwari Mahadia, Michael Mays, George McCourtin Ellis, Imani Naim Blemham, Louise Parmenta, Ariane Pillai, Rebecca Shaw, Jonathan Wallace.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mr. Shanks, tutor of 10CK, and with me is Ms. Hcacp, co-tutor. We just both want to say it's been fantastic to be 10CK's tutor again, and the Tutor of the Year award goes to someone who is the epitome of politeness, always 100% positive, punctual, great uniform, helpful, gives 100% effort all the time, and particularly for someone who's really come out of their shell a bit and grown massively in confidence. And this year the award goes to Katie Stevens. Well done, Katie. And the rest of the fantastic 10CK are Jay Acharya,
Bailey Molly,
Paris Brock,
Chu Oliver,
Joss Cresswell,
Peter Etherington,
Isabella Hodson,
Jasmine Holder,
Freya Hyde,
Asher Mehmet,
Tanisha Mullins,
Sarah Newman,
Nadine Norton,
Kabilan Parashmiran,
Akshaya Rajagopo,
Leo Renix Gordon,
Dion Riyad Forbes,
Nicole Sims Davis,
Katie Stevens,
with Weathers Byron.
Okay, it's always a really difficult choice to choose the person of the year. So I had to wait to the last possible minute and near enough flick a coin between all 24 people. So let's go through it. This person's always friendly, polite, funny and helpful. Lovely to have in tutor time. This person is also a keen member of a football team and is enthusiastic when working on their projects. Our tutor of the year this year is someone who has really challenged himself and succeeded by doing the Duke of Edinburgh Award and completing the expedition a few weeks ago. Our tutor of the year is Terry Ann Macro. Okay, Katrina Bakiri, Naomi Carty, Rihanna Davis, Kyle Douglas Bright, Connor Dragoy, Martin Grady, Rashan Grant, Terry Ann Macro, Anna Main, Shanette Mahari, Anya Navratnam, Naomi Poundperman, Mahima Bhakti Patel, Holly Rendell, Leo Rigby, Robert Sakala, Mehmet Sazadeh, Phoebe Starbuck.
Mr. Leaker is sadly not with us this week, so it falls to me to introduce 10SS and reveal the Student of the Year, who Mr. Leaker says is always extremely polite and well-mannered. This person is always willing to help. He or she has had a great improvement this year in both their work and their attitude. This person has become disciplined and hardworking, both in and out of school, and this person always helps with tutor bags. This person also happens to be a very good athlete. The best in the tutor group for 10SS is Ricardo King. Congratulations, Ricardo. And the rest of 10SS, we have Duni Adebasoyi, Darnell Tariwuna, Kai Barton, Nathan Benjamin, Jack Collins, Meta Debishis, Elsa Gaia, Matthew Hatchie, Michaela James, Dabiga Kenananthan, Ricardo King, Beth McWatt, Ashley Noel Hurst, Kai Ogilvie, Aziza Robinson, Anton Reed, Joel Robertson, Daniela Santos, Matilda Trevitt, Alice Van Cliff, and Vanessa Watkins.
Thank you, sir. 10TB's tutor is not here this evening as she is currently on maternity leave, so I'm going to introduce 10TB as well. The Tutee of the Year in 10TB is a really impressive student, incredibly hardworking and always polite to everyone that he meets. He has received many positive comments over the course of the year from many different teachers, and most impressively of all, has not been late once all year, nor has he been absent. A very deserving winner of the Tutee of the Year for 10TB is Patrick Baxter. And now I'll introduce all of 10TB, starting with Patrick Baxter, Chloe Bishop, Matari Brooks, Erla Karamba Coker, Kurai Coote Grant, Zoe Daniels, Michael Donka Abubekar, Rhiannon Dwinfor, Fajiro Avware Aniopu, Joe Forder, Daniel Gelly, Sunna Harrison Aziz, Lucas Henry, Dishon Isaacs, Sophia Jack Asai, Kevin Liang, Rihanna Main, Alexander Owens, Helena Ricciard, Carl Sewell, Abdur Sheikh, Delano Simpson, Rebecca Swinton, Agatha Vishek. Okay, before I introduce my fantastical 10TP, I would like to say a few words about the Tutee of the Year. The student I would like to give the award to this year goes to a person who has worked extremely hard in all their subjects and has gained an excellent report from teachers. They're always punctual to school, polite and friendly to all students and teachers, and are happy to help people, even though that they have had to overcome obstacles of their own this year. The Tutee of the Year award for 10TP goes to Amit Kumar Sinandan. I now have the pleasure of introducing 10TP. Joshua Michael Adelowo, Rassus Atalu, Nathan Albury, Jay Boys, Uma Karana Klassen, Ben Jewison, Isabel Eade, Jamie Fisher, Laura Gaskell-Mew, Elliot Henry Hughes, Yasmin Hodson, Yildan Hussein, Shad Jabba, Elliot Omari, Jade Robinson Okonya, Amit Kumar Sinandan, Romana Sharif, Melissa Shearer, Bradley Sims, Bradley Stevenson, Samantha Iguana.
And now for the presentation of Subject and Progress Awards.
Evening, everyone. As we've just heard, we've now got the awards for students in all of their different GCSE subjects. This has been a really important year. Some students will have finished their GCSE courses now, and the other ones, they are well on their way to getting them finished for the end of Year 11. So the first group I'm going to read out are the students that were nominated by their teachers as making the most progress in each subject during Year 10. There's quite a long list, so I will call them out. So, most progress in drama, Martin Grady, 10 SP. Most progress in English, Imani Nain Blenman, 10 CB. Media, Aziza Robinson, 10 SS. PE, Lewis Kirk, 10 AP. Art and Design, Erla Karamba Koka, 10 TB. Music, Michael Mays, 10 CB. Mandarin, Anna Main, 10 SP. Spanish, Tanisha Mullins, 10 CK. French, Terrell Iseran, 10 CB. Geography, Shanit Mahari, 10 SP. Citizenship, Isabella Hodson, 10 CK. History, Ben Jewison, 10 TP. R&P, Pei Yu Chen, 10 AP. Maths, Asha Mehmet, 10 CK. Science, Bradley Stevenson, 10 TP. GCSE ICT, Nathan Albury, 10 TP. GCSE Business, Deslin Kuranke Afuopa, 10 CB. Graphics, Matthew Dallas, 10 AA. Textiles, Samantha Uguanya, 10 TP. Food Technology, Louise Parmente, 10 CB. And Resistant Materials, Rhiannon Dwinfor, 10 TB. So they were the students that were awarded most progress in all of their GCSE subjects. The next list are the students that were nominated as best overall student for each of their subjects. So, best student, starting with drama, was Kai Barton, 10 SS. English, Tallulah Gordon, 10 CB. Media, Helena Rickard, 10 TB. PE, Matthew Hache, 10 SS. Art and Design, Laura Gaskell-Mew, 10 TB. Music, Kevin Liang, 10 TB. Mandarin, Moe Semikula Buza, 10 AP. Spanish, Alia Green, 10CB. French, Nadine Norton, 10CK. Geography, Mariam Jetha, 10AA. Citizenship, Kabilan Paramaswaran, 10CK. History, Alana Redmond, 10AA. R&P, George McNaughton Ellis, 10CB. Maths, Abdul Sheikh, 10TB. Science, Alice Van Cliff, 10SS. GCSE ICT, Daniela Santos in 10SS. GCSE Business, Amit Kumar Sanandan, 10TP. Graphics, Melissa Shearer, 10TP. Textiles, Matilda Trevitt, 10SS. Food Technology, Yildan Hussain, 10TP. And Resistant Materials, Ashley Noel Hurst, 10SS. Ladies and gentlemen, best students in each of their subjects this year. Well done, everybody.
And next is the presentation of special awards.
So now we move to the special awards. And the first award that I'm going to talk about this evening is the award for most progress overall. This student has worked very hard to regain ground lost last year through being focused, listening, and developing her skills to a very, very good level. From preparing thoroughly for controlled assessments to responding well to feedback given, this student's confidence has grown and they regularly participate now in lessons, which is great. They've been awarded Vivos for excellent effort on homework, and as a very polite and diligent student and very cooperative, with incredible determination to make the most of every piece of advice and help offered, and who, as a result of all this effort, is the 2012-13 winner of the award for most progress overall from 10TB, Rebecca Swinton. And now the award for the best student overall. Where do I start? Well, this student has a positive attitude towards all aspects of schoolwork and, in fact, life, and sets an absolutely superb example for others in lessons and around the school. Extremely conscientious, producing work to be really proud of. This is the student who will ask that very thought-provoking question that shows that they are really thinking, and also makes a member of staff think as well. A highly academic student who thrives on uncertainty, this student is astute when looking at sources and able to study an event with several interpretations in mind before reaching a conclusion about why or how something happened. This ability to synthesize what is quite complex material marks this student out to be really, truly outstanding in history. But if we move to art, this student's skills are also excellent, resulting in a range of clever and mature work. As with all subjects, this student actually does an awful lot of work outside of lessons and seizes the opportunity to visit places of interest, galleries, museums, to enhance their cultural and intellectual capital. Now, although this student is very, very polite and thoughtful and enjoys working with other people, it's perhaps their willingness to work independently outside of lessons, to really go the extra mile themselves, which has made them progress very rapidly towards, well, certainly getting pretty much straight A's in GCSEs and a really good set of A-level results in a couple of years' time. So, this year's award for the best student overall for 2012-13, this time from 10SS, and I have to say this person has won it for the 4th year in a row. It's Michaela James. Now, I know how much you've been looking forward to this evening, and you've all got an incredibly exciting future ahead of you as you move into year 11 and beyond. And this time last year, you'd almost completed your first year of your GCSE courses. That was the end of year 9. Now you've completed the second year, and I'm sure you can't believe how quickly the time has actually flown. It's quite frightening. At least 20 of you here this evening will achieve grade A's and A stars in your GCSE history this summer. We will have lots of you also achieving top grades in your GCSE maths this summer at the end of year 10. So you've tasted what working life can be like because you've been on work experience at some amazing places, at really fantastic placements in the past 2 weeks. And of course, the highlight for us had to be on Friday when, for the 6th year in a row, Harrow City Academy Crystal Palace won the Federation Sports Day. And you won the Federation Sports Day. That's the important thing. So year 10 has nearly finished. We've only got 4 days to go. And you need to ask yourself whether you really have made the best use of every opportunity that you've been given, every piece of advice, every little bit of help, because you cannot get the time back. Just to put the sense of time into perspective, this time next year, you will have finished your GCSEs, you will have had your formal COA here, and a lot of you will already have been back for the post-16 induction taster days here at the Academy. So you have to be honest with yourself and look at what each HARS is showing you. Are you really hitting or exceeding your target grades, or do you actually need to change the way you're working to make up for that time that you perhaps didn't make the most of? Because, you know, playing catch-up is always much harder than staying out in front. And we saw that at Sports Day, because we were out in front all the time. And the people coming round the back, it's much harder. And also, once you experience success, it is quite addictive. You want more of it. And that's what I want you to experience. And so do the staff, and so do your parents. Now, I really am immensely proud to be principal here of this academy and to be able to work alongside what I believe are some of the most outstanding teachers of the 7 schools that I've worked in. And I'm delighted what you have achieved so far. There's a lot more to do. I know we can achieve outstanding results with you so that you can walk away with the most fantastic results, not only in this borough but nationally. And it's with the support of your parents working together with us, and that we can have many more occasions to celebrate your success. So congratulations, everybody.